Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on competitive multiplayer with Daggerwin. So today we have got the soybeans to plant in our field, newest one we bought, which is field 17 I believe, so we need to go and get that planted today. We don't own a planter at the moment, but we can lease one. I have actually just noticed, I've been looking at the planters, I'll just show you in a second. I'll just get to the road and we'll have a quick stop. Yes, I was looking at planters just now, and this one here, it's not the one we're going to use today, but I've noticed it's compatible with the horse seeder unit or the tank on the front, which I'm going to have to buy to use our new cultivator as a drill. I'm hoping to buy this fairly soon. We can actually afford it, but again, I don't want to spend all the money on that, and then just because we won't need it until next or later in the year when we do the awesome drilling. So we won't buy it yet, but I will be buying that fairly soon, and then we can use this one, this planter here, which is a bit wider and a lot faster, 9 miles an hour. This one is slower, 6 miles an hour and only 6 metres. So it's, well, only 0.7 of a metre smaller, but a lot slower. But that is the one we're going to have to use today because it's a bit cheaper and we're going to just lease it, just for today, just to do one field. But in the future, I think I'm buying this to go along with my front hopper that I haven't bought yet. But we'll be buying both of them eventually. And then we'll have this as our planter, and then the hopper can be used on the drill and the planter. So it would be useful for two different machines. So that is what my future plans are. But for today, we're just going to lease the normal, regular, rear-mounted planter, just to get the job done today, because it's only one field. It doesn't really matter about it not being the fastest and widest planter available. Just want to spend as little money as possible really on it. Because yeah, money is important at this stage of the game. We don't want to be spending unnecessarily on things that we don't really need at this stage. So, going to take the fertiliser spreader back to the farm. We'll get that parked up. Then we'll head to the shop and lease the planter, and we'll get that field planted with soybeans. The good thing is we don't need to put any fertiliser on, because soybeans don't require fertiliser with the precision farming. So that's a bonus, that'll save us a bit of money. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll go and get that done now.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, now, trip. Oh, flick that switch, kill the lights. Oh, wasted. City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces, we don't care about them tonight. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real.
Here we are at the field then, ready to start planting. We've already got it filled out with seed, and I've obviously leased the planter here. So we'll get it into the field and we'll make a start. So this field has already been cultivated before I purchased it, so there shouldn't be any issues there. It should just still work, hopefully. I really hope it does work. So we'll put the steering assistance on, and yeah, okay for that. Then we'll get the lines, turn it on. We won't do tram lines because that just reduces the yield. I'm not planning on driving on this field once it's been planted. We shouldn't have to, apart from weeding actually. That's the one thing it will need, possibly, is weeding. Although interestingly, the one that we planted or drilled in the previous episode has got weeds, but they're not many. It doesn't really look worth bothering to lease a weeder for, really. I'll just show you that actually. So we'll go onto the map, and field 37 it was. So where's the weed page? Here we go. You can see there are a few dotted around, but compared with some of these other fields, and even my field 16 that I actually currently have, not many weeds at all, so it doesn't really seem worth it, really. Oh, Daggerwin's there with his planter as well. He's got a wider one by the looks of it. My concern with those ones is that they won't fit through the gateways, some of the gateways, because they don't fold up. At least this one folds up. I think I'm going to always try and buy foldable implements for my tractors on this map, because then it makes it a lot easier getting through some of these tight gateways. Yeah, these ones that don't fold, they're a bit concerning on some of the... It's alright if you know you're going to a field that has a wide enough gateway to get through, but some of the fields don't, and that would be a bit of a challenge. You wouldn't be able to get into the field. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. So it's always safer to buy the foldable ones, because then you know you'll fit through. Like this one and the one that I'm thinking I'll actually end up buying. I think that's foldable. Let's just check it. Yeah, this one here. Is it foldable? I assume it is, because you couldn't possibly drive down the road at that width. 6.6 metres, or 6.7 metres. Yeah, you'd never fit down the road, so that must fold up, surely. I would hope. If not, that would be an impossible one to use, but hopefully it does fold. Anyway, yes, so we're back, and we're going to continue with this now on a time lapse, and I'll come back to you probably when we're finished on this field.
I know we're acting stupid, being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish, but I feel so young. Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we're dumb. It's the only way we know how to do it. You make me feel so young. Oh.
that's the planting done of the soybeans, so we can return that now. We won't need the planter again, so we'll quickly get that returned, hopefully before it charges us again for more leasing for the hour. I think it might have been close to an hour that. Well, actually no, it can't have been quite an hour, but we'll return that. Oh, actually, does it say how many? 0.7, there you go. 0.7 of an hour, there you go. So yeah, we weren't quite there, but still best to get it returned. Okay, so next we need to roll it. We've already got the roller because we leased that last episode and I kept it deliberately because I knew we would have to roll this field. So we'll go and pick up that. It should be at the shop as long as it's not being stolen. So we'll go and pick that up from the shop and we'll get this field rolled. But it's times like this where it really would be helpful to have a second tractor, so I think I am going to save up for a second tractor at some point. Well, it's going to take a while because we're looking at, I would say, minimum of about 65,000 minimum, maybe even up to 100 or more thousand, depending on the size of the tractor. But yeah, I really would like a second tractor, because then I could have got the help to do that while I did something else, or did some contracts, or the other way around. I could have got help doing contracts while I did that field. So I do feel like we're now at the stage where we should have a second tractor to help with some of these bigger jobs. I'm going to cut through here because I'm not going to sit and wait for all that traffic to go through. Right. Yes, so we'll go and pick up the rolls now and we'll get that one rolled. Unfortunately the weather's not as good as it was. It's now pouring with rain. I'd prefer it to have stayed dry, but never mind. It doesn't actually stop us from working in the game. I'm glad it doesn't, because in the real world you wouldn't be doing that in this sort of weather. You wouldn't have been able to plant that field very easily with this sort of driving rain, but luckily in the game it allows you to do that. So I've taken an opportunity to do it, to continue with it, and we'll just ignore the fact that it's raining. The only penalty you get is when you're combining or harvesting, and then you do get a yield penalty if you harvest in the rain, which is understandable because you wouldn't do that in the real world either. But I'm pleased it doesn't penalise you for planting and drilling, because well, I don't think it does anyway. It doesn't tell you it does, because otherwise that would make it very difficult, because we'd always be waiting for the rain to clear. And again, with the rolling, you wouldn't roll in the rain either, because it would just pack around all the rolls, and it just would be an absolute mess. You wouldn't be able to do it. So yeah, it's a good job it doesn't actually simulate that in a way. I mean, yeah, it would be realistic if it did do that. In a way it'd be better, but it would make it more frustrating to play the game, because you'd always be skipping time because of the weather. So I'm pleased they don't simulate it too accurately to the real world challenges of farming, in a way, because it does make it easier. It is supposed to be fun after all, and farming is not always fun in the real world, but in the game it is supposed to be fun, so I can understand why they're doing that. Right, so here we are back at the field. Let's unfold and we'll get this one rolled. So it shouldn't take quite as long as the planting took, hopefully. This is quite a quick machine to use, so it shouldn't take too long. So I'll get on with this now and come back to you when we're done. We're now done with the roller, so we'll return that as well. We'll go back to vehicles, and this one, we've only used that one for 0.4 of an hour, that's good, so we're not going to be charging any extra for that one. Apart from the extra day, of course, which is not so good, but it's only cheap, so it doesn't cost us that much at all. It's not a problem there. Right, okay, so we are done with all of our fields now. We've got all of our fields planted and they're all growing. And it shouldn't be too long actually before the barley field, which is field 16, is actually ready to harvest. Shouldn't be too many months. June, hopefully, June, I think it should be ready. And it's currently April, so yeah, only 2 months away. So that'll be good. But I think in the meantime we're going to have to do contracts. I'll just check the used sales. Nope, definitely not. Okay, so yeah, I think contracts is the only way to finish this episode. We do need actually, our field does need weeding, so if there is a weeding contract, I could hire a weeder to do that and then also do a contract with that. So let's have a look. So yes, we have. We've got 2 weeding contracts. We've got a sowing contract, which we can't do now because we've got rid of our hopper for the front. And we've got 2 hoeing contracts as well, actually, so actually that's quite a good one. Depending on how long that takes. Interesting. 13,800. Let's lease the hoe then, because I know that's quite a quick machine to use as well. Doesn't take too long to use it. It's quite a fast travel speed with it. What is it? 15 miles an hour, yeah. Unlike the weeders, which are only 7. How much is that going to cost to lease though? It's still quite expensive, I think. But it's still only 1,800, so yeah, we would make a good profit if we did the contract. Yes, I think we're going to do that. Requires 160 horsepower. We've now got 180 horsepower, so that's good. Let's take that contract then before it disappears. Hoeing. Accept. There we go. So field 53, which is, I have no idea. Oh, all the way over here. Okay, it's quite a long way, but luckily not too far from the field we're going to anyway. We'll do the contract first though, so that we guarantee that's finished and we get the money. And then if we have time, we'll do our field. And that's probably the best thing. So we need to head back to the shop again. Why is it 91% complete? What? Oh, these contracts are a bit funny, I don't know. Sometimes they work perfectly and other times they're a bit weird. Luckily it didn't just give me the money. I do actually have to do something this time, but it's saying it's 91% complete for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But we do need to do our own field as well. On the map it's not showing that it's complete at all. It's showing that the whole field is covered in weeds, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. Hopefully we won't need a front weight. This tractor does seem to be quite stable. It's quite a heavy tractor this, I think. Because that planter that I had on was quite heavy and it didn't even attempt to wheelie with that, so it looks like it should be alright, but we never know. The weeder, the hoe is quite a heavy implement, so it might be a bit too much for it. We'll see. So let's get the hoe on the back and we'll have a look to see if we need to lease a weight as well. Hopefully not, but we'll see. This is my fertiliser that's still here as well. I need to move that, but it's not a huge priority. Hopefully there'll be some fertiliser contracts soon that I can do. Yeah, looks like we're alright. It's you can tell it's a bit heavy, but it's not wheeling, so we should be alright, I think. So how do we actually get to that field from here? I think we just go up this road. That's not too bad, and then turn left here into the field. I think that should be fine. So I'll head up there now and well, get that contract done. Although I say get it done, it's showing it's already 91%, but we'll see. I'll see how it goes.
We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
Well, it's a bit strange, but it's allowed me to finish the contract. I haven't finished the field completely, although I have done quite a good chunk of it. I've done the main bit, just these little bits at the side that haven't been done. But it says I finished the contract, so let's just see if it will give me the money for it. So we'll collect that. Yep, that worked, and it's brought us up to 32,000. So that's good. Daggerwin's just finished. He's now whizzing around, waiting for me to finish. So it looks like I won't be able to do my field today. But next time we probably will need to weed field 17 as well. So we could probably do 37 and 17 at the same time with this hoe, which is probably the best thing. I don't really want to leave the tractor just here, so I'll move this over. Where is the exit of the field? Daggerwin's just finished. I don't know whether you can get in from the bottom end or not. It would save a bit of travelling. Let's just explore this side of the field and see if we can actually get out of here. I think we can. It looks like there's a track. Oh no, we can't. Oh no, there's a gate. I don't know where the gate goes to. It'd be nice to get back to the main road just so I know for next time where we're going. But yeah, I think we're going to have to do what we did last time with the roller and just keep hold of it overnight and then use it again next episode. I don't really want to release it because I know I'm going to need it next time as well, so I'll just keep it on the tractor I think overnight, and then next time we'll get our fields done. Yeah, it looks like this does take me back to the road, so I did go a long way round when I arrived, but it's the first time I've been up this far in the map, so I didn't realise that you could actually get into the field from lower down as well, which is useful to know, so I know for next time. But yeah, we will leave it there. I think we'll just get to the road, and then next time I'll get to my field and do that one, and probably do the other one as well, so we'll have 2 fields of our own to get weeded next time. But yeah, we will leave it there for now, so as Daggerwin has finished. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.